This video contains subject matter that may be offensive to some viewers. Discretion is advised. The content is purely the opinion of Daryl L. Gray and the OMC, Original Nan Concepts brand. The ideas and statements expressed in the video should be considered mere opinions and editorial in nature. Any resemblance to individuals' real-life experiences or circumstances is purely coincidental.
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry. You know, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
What's up, family? It's your boy, Brother Gray, back again to do another video. Today we're going to talk about this new movement, America First movement, that is being led by a groyper, the leader of the groypers. Look it up. I'm not going to get into what even that means in white supremacist world. But he's the leader of the groypers. This new movement, anti-MAGA, moving into another type of white supremacy. His name is Nick Fuentes. You all know who he is if you've been paying attention. He is a white supremacist. Well, he calls himself a white supremacist, but he's actually Hispanic. So he's a self-hating white supremacist because you have a lot of Hispanics who think they're white Hispanic. White Spaniards rather than indigenous or coming from the indigenous Hispanic people of South America. So he's a self-proclaimed white, well, we're going to show you, self-proclaimed racist, white supremacist. He thinks he's white, self-hating, black people hating, women, misogynist hating. He's a misogynist who hates women. Let me get that right. And of course, he's proud of it for some odd reason. He's the weirdest type of white supremacist that you'll find because he's really confused, to be quite honest with you. He's really confused socially. There's a lot of layers to him, and they're going to bring it up in the video that I'm going to show you, or the videos I'm going to show you. Very, very confused. But don't feel sorry for him because he's a clown. And he attracts the worst, just like Charlie Kirk, just like any of these MAGA weirdos. He attracts the worst. But what I'm going to show you today is probably 3 videos based on time, if we can get through them. I don't want to be long on this. We got a new puppy that I got to go make sure is squared away. Right now he's sleeping. But But what we're going to do is we're going to go through these 3 videos, time willing, and then you're going to see the layers to this self-hating white supremacist, and among other things, he could be closeted. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, let me say this. Piers Morgan, and we all should know who Piers Morgan is. He's a British broadcaster, journalist, who really isn't pro-black. Don't let these videos fool you. These are all gotcha things that he's trying to do with Nick Fuentes. He's trying to play both sides, you know, of the fence, the right and the left. He wants to occasionally say white supremacist shit, but then on the other hand, he doesn't want to disenfranchise some of the people that have made him, which are MAGAs and right-wing weirdos. But in this particular instance, this little nuanced thing he's trying to do, you got to see it. If you know anything about Nick Fuentes, this has got to happen to him. This has got to happen to you white supremacists out there who actually want to follow this dude. Just like you wanted to follow Charlie Kirk, who ended up, his mouth got ahead of his ass, and things happened. Nick Fuentes is unabashedly going to be One of those people whose mouth got ahead of his ass. But let me tell you something. I'm going to show you something else. There's another video, hopefully we'll get to it, where you could tell he's just a little bit of a bitch and just saying shit for the grift, as we've been saying. That's some vernacular that everybody's using with these white supremacists who are just openly super flipping white supremacist. It's a grift, because most of these people don't even believe what the hell is coming out of their fucking mouths. Excuse my language. But let's get to it. Let's get to the videos. So this first video is from this guy named NOVARA Media. This guy's pretty big. You can see right here. You can't see because I'm in the way. But as you can see, this man's got 1.13 million subscribers. So a lot of people are paying attention to this guy. Not me in particular, but there's a lot of people that pay attention. But he's British, and he's going to say some things that actually make sense. We're not going to try. It's a 27-minute video. I just want to capture the first part of it. So let's get to it. I'm just talking too much. Let's go.
Last night, Piers Morgan did a 2-hour interview on his YouTube channel, Piers Morgan Uncensored, with far-right commentator Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes is an extremist. He's no doubt captivating and sometimes funny, but he's also, frankly, insane and a bigot. Maybe you think I'm wrong. Maybe you think my comments are ill-judged. Well, watch this and judge for yourself.
The beauty of what I'm going to talk to you about in this interview is that almost all of it is just going to be reminding you what you have said and asking you what you meant. Your position about that story is that it was a joke, okay? I want to come to something else you said. This is where you talk about Jews, women, and blacks. Let's just take a listen.
They're always coming up with...
Did you notice that shit-eating grin he had on his face as they went to it? He knows for a flippant fact that he's going to touch the hearts and minds of the people who keep him paid. He loves this. This is a person that has no conscience. He's a sociopath. He loves this. And he knows he's talking to other sociopaths who happen to probably have a little money to spend on him, who are gonna support this platform, because as of late, being an ultra racist piece of shit is profitable, has become profitable. So let's go back. Let's go. I promise I won't keep interrupting as much as some of these other people that bring out these videos. So let's go.
No, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Okay. Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true. Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah. Yes.
But all of them?
No, for the most part.
What does the most part mean? What percentage of American blacks would you like to see in prison?
Whatever the percentages of the murderers. I think it's 1 in 20 black men will commit a murder in their lifetime. So maybe let's say that, 5%.
Oh, so you're
I want you to pay attention what Piers Morgan is going to do now. Like, again, let me say, this guy, Piers Morgan, is not an ally. Piers Morgan is not an ally of black people. But in this particular video, he's going to show you just how ridiculous this ultra-right racist bullshit is. And I want you to watch how Nick reacts to Pierce's fact-checking with real facts, or whatever the facts that Piers Morgan even brought up, because the guy who's actually hosting this video comes up with even better facts, better statistics. Let's go.
talking about black people who murder people.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I'll tell you, black people agree with me because they're tired of it too. And maybe not.
Bullshit. We don't agree. Anybody worth their weight as a black person will not agree with lies. With lies. And they always say that black people agree with me too. What he's actually talking about is probably immigrants, tethers, as Tariq Nasheed calls not us, but them. He's probably talking about these model minorities. It's not African Americans that agree with him. It's probably some tethers, some immigrants. So let's go.
Most of them, but a lot of them agree with what I say about that because they know how it is. That's why the first thing they do when they make a little bit of money is they go and leave to another neighborhood.
Okay, so what was just remind me again, the percentage.
But so do white people. But so do poor white people. Poor white people, when they get money, they move outside of the places where they're poor to better areas. That is not about black people. All poor people move to better circumstances. That's a red herring, dumbass argument. It's stupid. Let's go.
Of black men who commit murder in America. What was the percentage you gave me?
It's 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
It's 1 in 100.
No, it's 1 in 20.
No. Less than 1 in 100 black.
You see what he did? This is what white supremacists do. And I said I wasn't going to keep interrupting, but I'm going to do it. This is what these white supremacists do. They say some shit with their fucking chests. I'm not even going to say flipping no more. This is what this angers me. They say things with their fucking chests. 1 in 5. Yep, that's the percentage. 1 in 5. And when they're brought facts that counter that, researchable facts from reputable statisticians and people who keep track of that type of data, when they're hit up with that, their only response is, that's not right. They can never refer you to any other source other than hearsay from another white supremacist to back that nonsense up, because we know not 1 in 5 Negroes are out here killing anybody. We know that. But all he can say is, that's not true. It's more than 1 in 100. But this is what they hang their hats on. And this phrase per capita, anybody who brings up per capita to you, if you're having a discussion with a white supremacist or a white Christian or whatever it is, if anybody ever brings up the phrase per capita, you know that's a fucking idiot. You know that they've not done any research, any kind of scholastic study. They haven't written a peer review. They haven't looked at the studies. They haven't read a book on criminality as it pertains to black men. They've done none of that. They've watched YouTube, TikToks, and whatever it is their uncle told them, and they use that phrase per capita thinking they sound smart. As soon as you talk to a white person or anybody who uses the phrase per capita in relation to black crimes, just know you're dealing with somebody of a diminished mental capacity. Just know that. Let's go.
US men commit murder. That's the most. No. Less than 1 in 100 black US men commit murder. That's the most up-to-date crime statistics in America.
That's not true. I've seen other statistics. They say 1 in 20 will eventually commit a murder.
So your rate means that you're saying that 5 times as many black men commit murder as the official crime statistics say.
Yeah, there's a report, I believe, on X by Data Hazard. I'll have to go and double check that for you.
Who the fuck is Data Hazard? What reputable? Let's look it up. Actually, no. Let's look it up. Let's figure out who Data Hazard is. Let me go to Google. We'll get there. Hold on a second. Data Hazard. Let's see. Let's see what they are. What are they? It says here, data hazards. What? See, that's not even a thing. Let's look up statistics. What is this? Data hazard statistics can refer to statistics on real world risks like data breaches or natural disaster. What is he even talking about? That's not even a thing. It's not even a thing. What is he talking about? That's his source, data hazards. It's not even searchable. Oh, that's why I'm trying to tell you, you can't listen to these weirdos. He came up with a source that's not even a searchable source. Let's keep going.
But yes, there's some pretty shocking evidence that says that it's far. I'll have to go and double check that for you.
Let's go back.
Yeah, there's a report, I believe, on X by Data Hazard. I'll have to go and double check that for you. But yes, there's some pretty shocking evidence that says that it's far more alarming than you would think. But I mean, whether it's 1 in 20 or 1 in 100, that's a lot of people, Piers. I mean,
Sure,
this is
a lot of white
problem.
people commit murder too.
1 in 100, and the guy that's hosting this video is gonna make it all clear for you. 1 in 100 is not a lot. It's less than 0.1% or something like that. It's not 5%. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. He's not even considering all the murders and domestic violence that are perpetrated by white people on an epic level, far above any minority group. He's not doing that. He's only just looking at black folks because it sells. Being a white supremacist against black people sells. It sells. We are their biggest competition. African Americans are the biggest competition to these weirdo wannabe white Mexicans and white people. It's all penis envy. It's all penis envy, bro. Just understand that. Let's keep going, man. I gotta stop interrupting.
Well, they do, don't they?
Okay, but it's about proportionality. I mean, white people are 65% of the population.
There he goes with that per capita shit. And he didn't say, he does say this in this video. I saw it later. He says it. I don't know if they'll show it in this particular video, but that's that proportionality. He's talking about per capita. So now you know, not only could he not give you a good source, but he's just mimicking and vomiting out some dumb shit he heard somewhere because it sounded nice. Let's go.
Blacks are 13%. Mm-hmm. And I think anybody would tell you that more black people proportionally commit violent crime than white people.
Bullshit.
And people vote with their feet. People would rather pay a much higher property tax.
Most mass
What's with the
shootings.
interruptions?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate
Because you sound shrill. I do that to my wife when she's acting shrill to me. Because you're acting shrill. And you're not going to get on a soapbox with your fucking goofy tie on thinking that it means something. That's what the interruption is. You sound like my wife. Stop.
that. You know, you look at in Chicago, in New York, these neighborhoods are so stratified. People would rather pay a high tax rate. They'd rather pay a much higher property value to live in a less diverse, less black neighborhood because they don't want to live around the violence. And I think that when you look at...
But it doesn't necessarily have to be about violence. White people move away for different reasons. It ain't just about violence. I know plenty of people who live in black neighborhoods. If you go to Atlanta or any other predominantly or diverse place, they don't move away because of black people. They're moving away because they're making more money. It has nothing to do with violence. Black people don't wholesale go out looking to mess with white people. That's not our MO. In another video, he's going to bring up that arena lady who got stabbed by that weirdo, that criminal or mentally disturbed brother, and any other thing. But he won't talk about all the racial fucking attacks that have happened, that's been happening over the past 50 or 60 years, most recently the last 5 or 6 years, Ahmaud Arbery to name one, he won't bring that up. He won't bring any of that up. But one crazy brother stabs a white lady, and it's indicative of everybody. And you all know that that's not true. You all know that it's not true. My bad.
Even on the public transit, the subway, the blue line, you know, people don't want to go there because they know who occupies and menaces the public transit. It is these people like Daniel Penny had to deal with. It's people like
You only feel that way because you are scared of black people anyway. Black people don't have to attack you for you to be scared. I would gather, when I'm on TikTok, I would gather that any of these white people that I see saying all this racist crap on TikTok, on YouTube, or whatever, wherever else they go, Instagram, I would bet you 98% of them have never had a negative interaction with black people. Violently so, even with arguments. They have put in their heads these tropes about black people and have decided, I don't like loud black people. I don't like when black people are having fun because it's loud to me. I just don't like black people by the way that they dress and the way that they speak. They've never had a negative personal interaction with a black person. They just don't like black people. 98% and above have never had a real personal negative interaction with black people. A lot of the crap he's talking about are people that are on the train hearing black people be boisterous, living their own lives, being boisterous and seen, and it bothers them. Most of them, 98%, I would bet money on it. I would bet money on it, have never had a negative interaction with an African American or a Hispanic or any other minority. They just hate the sight of them. That's the problem. Has a black person ever attacked him? He's never said so. He's never said anything about being attacked by black people. Where's that evidence? He's never said he's been assaulted by black people. Where's that evidence? He's probably had some interactions because he seems like he's an argumentative weirdo. He seems like he wants to have an argument with somebody. And if you look at his earlier videos, he just looks like some kid who got tired of black people stealing his boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever his preference is. He's a person who had no social life in his early days, and he hates black people for it. Let's go, man.
Zarutska had to deal with, and that's just the uncomfortable reality.
Look at my boy.
So much nonsense here. That final comment, people are willing to pay more to not live in diverse communities like San Francisco and New York. Are you crazy? Two very diverse, multiracial places which have a premium if you want to live there. Same with London. These are cheap hellholes and people pay more money to live elsewhere. Are you kidding? No, London is the most expensive place to live in the UK. And just to be clear on the homicide rate thing, because this is key. Firstly, he's saying, well, what's the difference between 1 in 20 and 1 in 100? The difference is 5 times.
Right.
But importantly, Piers Morgan wasn't correct. The Gemma network has data regarding homicide offences between 2000 and 2019 for black males aged 15 to 24 who committed homicide, which of course is going to
understand that's who's committing most of the murders that are happening by black people. Understand that.
They're the most likely because of younger people. It's 74.6 per 100,000. 74.6 per 100,000 of black men.
Now don't get hung up on the 75.6 per 100,000. Watch, he'll tell you. Hold on. Let me quit talking.
Males aged 15 to 24 between 2000 and 2019. 74 per 100,000. Not 1 in 20. Okay? 74 per 100,000. For black males aged 25 to 44, it falls to 70 per 100,000. Not 1 to 20, not 1 in 100, significantly low. I mean, 1 in 20.
Significantly lower. Significantly lower.
Kieran, is so insane. It's kind of like what a civil war would be like that. And I know he would probably say rhetorically, well, we are, it's like a civil war. No,
Right.
It's nothing like a civil war.
Right.
You're saying that from the comfort of your studio, making loads of money, getting the super chats. This is wild, right? I mean, just having his numbers so far off. And I know somebody like Nick Fuentes doesn't care about numbers. He cares about vibe and aesthetics and being captivating and being funny. That's all he cares about. But he's out by so much, you immediately just think, this guy's a moron. I mean, there are clever... Alex Jones would say wild shit all the time. He would very rarely get something that wrong.
Right.
He's drawing on a...
And what's funny about it is these Brits know more about our social makeup and our social trends and our, geopolitical maps. They know more about that than the people who actually live here. For them to go out of their way to bring out statistics that show you that it's less than 0.01%. The fact that he did that shows you how much these white supremacists don't do the research here in America. They just don't. They just don't. There's a book I have. Hold on, let me see if I can get that book. I can't remember the name of it. Let me see, where's that book at? I got it upstairs, actually. It's by a lady in there, I think her name is Michelle Williams, and it's called The New Jim Crow. The New Jim Crow. That literally talks about the skewed statistics that they use to say that we are the most criminal element in America, when in all actuality, and this is a true statement, we are the most exonerated, we are the most over-policed, most arrested, let's get that clear, most arrested, most policed, most arrested, and the most convicted, and the most exonerated. So if you did any kind of scholastic or any kind of scientific research on that particular part of America, you would see that this whole 1 in 5 or even 1 in 100 based on these Brits is ridiculous and stupid. And to use the word that he's moronic. Let's keep going, man.
Rich reservoir of white supremacy in the United States when he says that it's a civil war. Civil war was what was invoked during Reconstruction after the American Civil War in the 1860s, 1870s, and 1880s by the Ku Klux Klan. Civil war is what was invoked
Okay, we're not going to get into
in the early 20th century.
We know what that is. We know what all that is. So we're not going to get into this whole thing, another history lesson about why we have what we have. That's pretty self-evident. Let's go to the next one. This one is about 9 minutes. We'll train to time. Now, we're going to train to standard, not to time. I said I was not going to do this long, but we're going to hit them all. Let's hit them all. Let's go.
On some of his most racist, anti-Semitic, and misogynistic views, including if the 27-year-old still stood by his public claim that Nazi leader and genocidal maniac Adolf Hitler was f***ing cool.
Hitler was a pedophile and kind of a pagan. It's like, well, he was also really f***ing cool.
You regret saying that?
Saying a fact? No, that's absolutely true.
You think Hitler was very f***ing cool?
Yes, I do.
Did you know in the video, now Piers Morgan showed him that video. In the video, he said he was a pedophile and a pagan. Listen up, white Christian nationals, you fucking dimwits. A pedophile and a pagan. And this self-hating Hispanic said he was cool. Bring it to this latest interview with Piers Morgan, who's actually cooking his ass during this entire flipping this interview, brings it up again, and he doubles the fuck down. He doubles down. There's a special kind of mental disorder for you to double down on some a pedophile and a pagan white Christian nationalist. He's a devil-worshipping pagan. And might be LGBTQ as well, if you hate that too. There's a cape-wearing stupidity that goes along with any of your doctrines and anything that comes out of your mouths. Let's go.
One of them.
And I'm tired of pretending he's not.
Fuentes, who has repeatedly praised Hitler and claimed the Holocaust that killed more than 6 million Jews never happened, went on to claim that Morgan's hatred of Hitler and contempt over the genocide of the Jewish people was overblown.
But let's just be clear. It doesn't begin and end with Hitler is a monster. This has been the political narrative, which is why we have thrown open the borders. This is a political narrative, which is why we can't be a conservative society as a whole anymore, why we can't be proud of Europeans, why we can't be proud of being Christian, because they've told us if you're too white and too proud and too Christian, it's going to lead to a Holocaust. And so my generation, our entire lives.
Wait. But let's unpack that. When hasn't been violent? When hasn't white pride, white Christian pride, when hasn't it been violent? Why is it that anytime a group of white men who are proud of being white, why does that turn into a hate fest that if it doesn't get to violence, is borderline, it's right there, it's on the surface? And don't let a white supremacist, a group of them, get together and they think they can get away with the fucking violence. They don't get together and make society better. They're not handing out turkeys to we're white and we're proud, and what we're going to do is we're going to be just great men men and women of the public, right? We're not going to take care of it. We're going to hand out turkeys. They're going to get together and start talking trash about immigrants and black people. And now women, of course. And if they can be by themselves, if a group of them can find a vulnerable minority, but the gold standard is find you vulnerable African American. That's the gold standard for them. That's more points for them. Don't let them do that, because if they could do it, there's danger involved in that shit. Go back to January 6th. Most of those were white supremacists who are proud of being white. Anytime you get a group of white men who are proud of being white, they cause havoc, violence, and death is near to anybody who's standing there. You can't say that about black pride. You can't say that about Hispanic pride. You can't say that about Asian pride. When white pride is in the area, somebody's going to get hurt, either physically or emotionally, because that's how they get down. The resume speaks for itself. The resume speaks for itself. And what Nick doesn't understand is if these motherfuckers could get a hold of your ass, you Mexican, you think you're safe because you pass. There's some white supremacists out there that hate your ass too. And they would take you and your father and your mother out if they could get away with it. Let's hope that that doesn't happen. I sincerely hope that that doesn't happen. We don't need another Charlie Kirk. We don't need that. Anyway, let's go.
Honestly, Nick Fuentes.
Let's go back.
If you're too white and too proud and too Christian, it's going to lead to a Holocaust. And so my generation, our entire lives.
Honestly, Nick
it's true.
Fuentes.
And that's why people like me. That's why I'm popular, because this is bull.
The interview eventually moved on to Fuentes' view on women, claiming he doesn't believe women should have equal rights to men, all while Morgan questioned the podcaster's sexuality.
Are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
Also known as I got no game. Also known as I got no game. I'm back on the ISO. Let's get back on the Jumbotron. Sorry, people. I feel the spirit today, so I apologize. Listen, that shows you that they got no game. Most white supremacists are scared of black people, especially black men, because people like him have no game. They're difficult to be around because you don't know how to talk to them. You don't know how to speak to them. You don't know how to converse and have dialogue with them in a healthy way. Because you're a shrill weirdo who makes every situation uncomfortable with your little smug Mickey Mouse looking ass. You self-hating coon. You don't know how to talk to females. And most white supremacists are like that. Most white supremacist males are like that. White supremacist females, in back of their head, I ain't even gonna say it. But most of these white supremacists are like that. Envious of how easily we move through society in their world and in ours when it comes to females. Even in the LGBTQ community. I'm sure that they move more freely and got more game in that community as well. All right, let's go back.
But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
I know I'm the boomer here, but actually you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
Fuentes.
There it is. There it is. And I'm sure that a black person cock-blocked him either in the LGBTQ community or in the heterosexual world. He got cock-blocked a lot by black people. That's why he hates them. We know that's what it is. He's not imposing. He probably can't play sports. He can't do shit. And quite honestly, he's not the smartest person in the room. He's not the smartest person in the room anywhere he's ever been. Let's keep going.
White nationalist leads a movement known as the Groypers and has been banned from multiple platforms. Groypers, or the Groyper Army, according to the anti-defamation.
Will you look at this shit here? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this Negro here. Look at, I don't know what nationality this guy is. He looks like he's Hispanic as well. This right here. Come on, man. I wonder if he's a tether. He could be of another nationality. He's probably not from this country. Because no self-respecting African American would be there. Oh my Lord. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely shameful.
Defamation League are far-right followers of Fuentes who believe in preserving white European American culture and
So that nigga believes in preserving white European culture and heritage, which we all know always ends in somebody getting hurt.
hold racist and anti-Semitic beliefs. The 27-year-old far-right influencer has been extremely controversial and has become synonymous with expressing
Look at these three losers, man. These three virgins up here, 3 or 4 virgins. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these 3 virgins, 4 virgins. Look at them. There's a virgin back there. Simply amazing.
anti-Semitic sentiment, espousing disgustingly sexist views like claiming that women want to be raped, denying the Holocaust, and grousing that the GOP is run by Jews, atheists, and homosexuals.
A lot of women want to be raped.
Okay, I don't want to listen to that type of shit. I really, before I saw this video, I didn't even know that he had said that. And you guys follow this clown. Lord in Christ. Let's go to this last one. Now, remember I told you earlier in this video that it's all a grift. It's all a grift. All they're trying to do is get some white supremacists to pay their bills, give them money, because now in 2025, there's money in being a racist piece of shit. Now they're being paid for how their true nature is. Now they're making money on being themselves. We know that. We know that. Just like you had these 2 women, you got some lady from the Cinnabon and this other lady who called that young black kid a nigger. Then you got this lady from the Cinnabon who called these Somalis niggas. They getting paid. But you ought to go watch the videos about the lady from the Cinnabon. They found out that she got mixed kids. You know they don't play that shit. So, anyway, mixed kids. So, you go check that out. Anyway, let's go to this last video. Watch the nuanced backpedaling that your sexually ambiguous Mexican white supremacist misogynist. Watch the nuanced moonwalk he does later on in this video. I think he started to realize that the shit he was saying starts to smell pretty bad, and Pierce is choking him out on video. Watch this.
One who you know, Sneeko being another who you also know.
Yeah. And so how do they feel when you say you just want to be away from any black people, walk away from them?
Well, you know what Ye told me? I'll tell you verbatim what he said.
So now he's going to bring up a nigga. This is what they do. They always go find that crazy nigga to say something bad about black people and think that that's a valid thing to say. We have crazy people in our fucking ranks as well. You can't go to the fucking basket cases. You can't go to the fucking problem children to validate your racist bullshit. You can't go to the broken to validate your racist bullshit. Yay. As if that brother has been normal in 15 years. You can't go to Yay. That's not he doesn't speak for healthy black people. He doesn't speak for healthy African Americans. Listen to this shit.
That it doesn't come from a place of, and you use the word aversion. That's the first thing I said.
Okay, watch this.
Well, you know what Ye told me? I'll tell you verbatim what he said. That it doesn't come from a place of, and you use the word aversion. That's the first thing I'll act.
He didn't. He didn't get that. But you get it. Don't go to Ye for anything. Watch this.
Actually dispute.
Okay.
It's not an aversion on the basis of skin color, because that would seem to suggest it's like a stubborn, irrational bigotry. I don't consider myself a bigot. I consider myself.
Did you see what he just did? He literally did a 180. He literally did a 180.
No, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Okay. Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true. Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah.
Remember earlier in the video, he was a proud racist. So you would consider yourself a racist? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You've also said you don't want to live near black people. Let's take a listen to this clip.
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry. You know, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. It's racial for me. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it couldn't be clearer, really, unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. But you're basically saying, yeah, I'm a racist, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with saying you're a racist?
Totally.
Right. Now he's trying to, parse words? I'm a racist, but I'm not a bigot? Motherfucker, we can read now. Now it's starting to dawn on him. Now in this particular moment, it's starting to dawn on him that Piers Morgan has done some mental jujitsu with your ass, and you're looking fucking dumb. Now he's trying to do some kind of, well, I don't have an aversion to black skin, even though most of them should be in jail. Most of them. I'm a racist, but I'm not a bigot. There's a difference, like nigga and nigger. There's a difference. This is your guy? This is your boy? This is your boy? Let's listen to this Mexican tap dance.
A racial, like a stubborn, irrational bigotry. I don't consider myself a bigot. I consider myself a racial realist. I'm realistic about how the races are, and I speak provocatively about it. And I speak provocatively about our tribalistic instincts and tendencies as human beings. And I'm not a liberal ideologue that says that over time and with enough education, we're all going to see this great brotherhood where we're colorblind and everybody's the same. You know, I don't think that's ever going away. I think that race is real. It's not just skin deep. It matters to us and it matters to each other. And black.
He sounds like a liberal right now. He's trying to liberalize the bullshit he's saying. It's that early in the video, and I don't know if it'll come up in this one, he tried to we're all racist bullshit. Just like they did with Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. He's trying to all racist matter in this video. If you go back and watch the video in its entirety, there's a point in there where he says everybody's a racist.
I think everybody's racist. I think everybody, if we're being honest, is racist. I think everybody, the only people that aren't racist or pretend not to be are white people to their detriment. Everybody else is racist. I think everybody's racist. I think everybody, if we're being honest, is racist. I think everybody, the only people that aren't racist or pretend not to be our white people, tight people.
I don't understand.
with anything?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Where he says everybody is a racist. And you'll get some idiots, black and white, that'll say, yeah, that's true. No, motherfucker, not all of us are racists. Not all of us walk around disparaging minorities or white people, black people, just for fucking GP. I have to explain this to people. If you call a black person a racist, if that black person is in fact exhibiting racist traits, it's in reaction to white supremacy. I've been a black man for 56 years, living in a predominantly white state. And I've never met an outright racist black person. I don't know any outright racist black people that are racist just for GP. Any racism, and I'm going to include myself in this, any racist shit you hear out of my mouth is in reaction to the bullshit you guys do. Because as soon as you open your mouth with that shit and you get verbally beat the fuck up, then it's black racism. No, motherfucker, stop being a racist. Stop being a racist toward me, and I have done nothing to you but exist. He is right here in this video going to all racists matter shit. Well, everybody's racist. That's a fucking lie. That is some fucking bullshit. Black racism is a reaction to white racism. There would be no racism if not for white people. You literally created the fucking thing. Tribalism is one thing. You know, you got the Hutus and the Tutsis. You got the Bosnians against the Serbians or whatever that is, whatever that war was. You had the Brits against the Russians. That's tribalism. Racism is something else. It's something else. Crips and Bloods, tribalism. Sunnis and Shiites against each other, something else. That's tribalism. Racism is a product of white people. And not everybody's a racist. Stop it, you demonic pieces of shit.